ahead and praise Him.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but into the kingdom, and power, and glory, forever and ever. Hallelujah. I guess we forgot to blow the trumpet too. So yeah. Blow the trumpet. Yeah, welcoming y'all to the tabernacle, and and the Holy Spirit, the rock spirit. Greetings from I am Brother Fabian, filling in for Brother Ron Hairston. 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 I'm messing up the name because of Brother King. So I'm joking. So this is the creed of the church of El-beth-el. It'll be Ephesians 4 and 5, and that reads, 4 and 5 reads, one Yah, one faith, one baptism. And Ephesians 2 and 20 reads, and are built upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets, Yahusha, Hamashiach himself, being the chief cornerstone. Okay, and our foundation is built upon this, and this is what the church believes. We're gonna do a reading of Psalms 119.
Pick anything, man. That's why I have it like that. When it's like that, just pick anything.
I'm gonna start at the one verse.
Okay, go for it. There you go.
One of my favorite ones.
There you go.
Gonna read Psalms 1, chapter 1.
Psalms chapter 1.
You can't miss. Yeah, 119. Oh yeah, that's 119. So nah. Well, that's fine. 119. I was about to go to 1. But all right. Nah, I keep it as is. Alright. Do 65. 119, 65 to 72. Since we're gonna be talking about judgments, and stuff like that.
Go ahead.
119 and 65. Alright, it reads, thou hast dealt well with thy servant, O Yah, according unto thy word. Abarim. 66. Teach me good judgment and knowledge, for I have believed thy commandments. Before I was afflicted, I went astray. But now have I kept thy word, Abarim. Thou art good and doest good. Teach me thy statutes. The proud have forged a lie against me, but I will keep thy precepts with my whole heart. Their heart is as fat as grease. Boy, how they be, back in the day, when the Native Americans or whatnot, and back in the day, how they used to get fat, from animals. They used to boil it down. You can just see all the fat turning to grease in the pot. All the fat from a pig and all that. This and this is their heart. Their heart is as fat as grease. And when you go to the doctor will be like, man, you gotta cut back on the grease. It's clogging up your arteries. Your heart is full of pig fat and whatnot. All right. But I delight in thy law. It is good for me that I have been afflicted, that I might learn thy statutes. The law of thy mouth is better unto me than thousands of gold and silver. Because the scriptures say a man to give anything for his life. If I could do it all over again one more time. This ain't it, and then we really see what's valuable. The inanimate objects that we place value on, or the spirit, the soul that Yah has given you, and the life that Yah has allowed you to be blessed with. It all comes in hindsight. Oh, I see clearly now. If I could just go back, but it's too late. For depending on the situation. But 67 and 72. Before I was afflicted, I went astray. But now have I kept thy word. The devil chasing you. With afflictions, because you're living in out of orderness, and you just being afflicted, and going astray. But on your path, on one night, Yahusha was at a corner while you was just walking astray, and he gave you a reminder of the word, the Dabarim. And 72, the law of thy mouth is better unto me than thousands of gold and silver. So once you got the word, you got life there. You understood. I can't walk on nails no more. That's self-harm. I can't beat on people randomly. That's evil, and somebody might beat on me one day. You reap what you sow. I don't want to sow anything wicked. If you sow good, you'll reap good. So even if somebody mess up your field, y'all take care of it. Next season you might have double. So
go ahead. Thank you, sure. I like that. Yeah. That's what my field. It was finished that.
Yeah, maybe get double.
There you go. I like that. Come on.
Okay, right now, do prayer requests. I guess because Brother Ron, he be in the spirit, he just be talking, he just be, we'll get to this point about 10, 20 minutes later from now, but I'll make up in the lesson. I'll long get the lesson to fill in that gap. Filling that gap. I feel it. The brother is a true servant of Yah, a praise servant of Yah. I praise Yah, but I do it in secret, I guess.
Wait, he's his own, man.
Yeah. So, all praises.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, do your thing. I'm your servant today.
All praise.
Don't mind. Like I say, I don't mind being a doorkeeper either, man.
Anyway,
yeah. You know that. I don't mind. Leave that. Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, just the DVD player. Take the remote and push stop. There you go.
Gotcha. All right. Send a prayer request to Yah. May Yah through Yahushua hear the prayer request that has been stated and posed to the kingdom. And may the Elohim send down a messenger angel to take up the prayers and they be reviewed and motions reviewed and granted, and the will of Yah be done. Yahushua, the will of Yah be done. Yeah. What's next? Prayer request sermon. Okay. I'm going to do Sabbath day open. Prayer request to Sabbath day open. Sabbath day scriptures. Okay. So we'll read some Sabbath day scriptures. If anybody else got any Sabbath day scriptures, you surely can share.
Mine's, I want to speak a little bit. So,
You got it.
all right. I asked President Bishop Ron Hairston, Jr. El-beth-el-sabbathdaychurch, and like I said, overseer at Bethel TV Land, and like I said, I had Brother Fabian staying for me because I had to take care of some business with the VA this morning. I thank Yah to answer my prayer. My desire was to be in the house of Yah on a Shabbat day, and I don't care what it took, and he just speeded up the line so quick that day. I was just loving it, and made a room where they had put some people on this side. One wanted to do the claims real quick. I got on that line, and it was really quick, man. My number wasn't even called yet, and I was done by 20 people. I was already done. So I give praise to Yahuwah because my desire is to be in the house of Yah on a Sabbath day, and it's like I said, T-Man, it's a must. We're not on Shabbat day. If you do anything else, you're in sin. He's weighing heavy on me if you do anything else. I want to read something as Brother Fabian do, what y'all laid on my heart real quick. As Brother Fabian, to look up what is graven images, And my brother, we text back and forth on it. And he says that now graven images is a carved idol or a representation of God used as an object of worship. All right? He's talking about that. I'm trying to find. And it says in the Strong's 06213, it means to make, acquire, to keep, use, repair, work, execute, accomplish, fashion, and a host of other meanings depending on the context for this word is getting ideas of graven image or off limits. Is off limits to Yahweh's children in every way, since this is one of the greatest sources of problem between Yahweh and his people. We will look at what a graven image is. And then Yah was dealing with a graven image. He was dealing with me a graven image. And he was telling me, this is what he told me, and I love how y'all told me. Graven, I understand graven is dead. Anything is graven is dead. Graven image is an image of something that is made, but graven image is dead. And he was dealing with me with that, and he said, this here told me is something that does not give life. That's dead. We want to know one person, which is not a person, he's our Yah, that gives life. Anything else around here don't give life. Does not give life. Yah gives life. All right? And he says right here, something that is dead and is worship, like wood, stone, or anything that is created from Yah. A graven image is something that is buried from time to time, like idols. When they come back up, and they dead. When you hear them, they dead, come back up. Never come to life or doesn't live forever. We know anything in this world right now don't live forever. Or does not live forever like Yahuwah. That is everything in this world. If Yahuwah is not first, everything is dead, vanity, and a vexation of the soul. And that's what he's telling me. And I share that because he was dealing with me, and like I said, on Shabbat day. If you're here not on Shabbat day, starting on Friday evening where we have it, in this dwelling place, we know we start at 7 when you can make it. I don't care if you're late or not in this house. I'm the overseer. I just want you here. I don't care if you're riding a bike up to here. I don't care if you started walking. I don't care if you called a cab or asked for a ride. You know what I'm saying? You make it to Shabbat. Anything before Shabbat and you don't be here on Shabbat is a graven image. It's dead. It's something that you worship that's dead. That's not going to bring life. When you come to the house of Yah, we know Yahuwah is here. When 2 or 3 gather in his name, he's in the spirit. And we know the spirit is here. We know. And that's life. Yahuwah is life. We are living. We live and breathe because of Yahuwah. He gave us the breath of life and made us a living soul. We know that life. You know, and the Ruach Kodesh is around here. You know, he's in the midst of us. But if you have anything outside those doors and you're attending to that and you know you could be in the house of Yah, that is your graven image. That is something's dead. That don't give life. You don't made it to be an idol. You don't made it to be worshipped. You don't made it to you seeking that for your pleasure for that moment, your life for that moment, that time, instead of being in the place of Yahuwah. And the scripture I'm gonna come from, and I'll read one of the main scriptures, Shabbat scriptures, then y'all use can continue on. I had it right here in Isaiah 41. It says, so the carpenters encountered the goldsmith, and he that smooth with the hammer. That's verse 7, Isaiah 41, Yeshayahu, chapter 41, verse 7. Encouraged the goldsmith, and he that smooth with the hammer, he that smote the anvil, saying it is ready for soldering. And he fastened it with nails, that it should be not be moved. But you, Yisrael, are my servant, Yaakov, who I have chosen to seed of Abraham, my friend, to whom I have taken from the ends of the earth, and called you from the chief men thereof, and said unto you, thou shalt be my servant. I have chosen you, and have not cast you away. Fear ye not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your Yah. I will strengthen you. Yeah, I will help you. Yeah, I will uphold you with the right hand of my righteousness. Behold, all they that were incensed against you shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall be as nothing, and they that strive with you shall perish. The you shall seek them and shall not find them. Even them that contend with you, they that war against you shall be as nothing, and as the things of naught. For I am Elohim, your Yah, will hold you your right hand, saying unto you, fear not, I will help you. Fear not, you worm, your cove, and you men of Yisrael. I will help you, says Elohim, and the Redeemer, the Kodesh one of Yisrael. Behold, I will make you a new sharp dressing instrument. Having teeth, you shall dress the mountains and beat them small, and shall make them hills of chaff. You shall fan them, and wind shall carry them away, and the whirlwind shall scatter them. You shall rejoice in Elohim, and shall glory in the Holy One of Yisrael. When the poor and needy shall seek water, there is none, and their tongues fail with thirst. I, Elohim, will hear them. I, Yah of Yisrael, will not forsake them. I will open rivers in high places and fountains amidst the valleys. I will make the wilderness a pool of water, and the dry land a spring of water. I will plant in the wilderness the cedars and the shittah tree, and the myrtle and the oil tree. And I will set in the desert the fir tree and the pine and the box tree together, that they may see and know and consider and understand together that the hand of Elohim hath done this, and the Holy One of Yisrael has created it. Pursue your cause, says Elohim. Bring forth your strong reason, says the King of Yaakov. Let them bring them forth and shew us the will. Shew us what shall happen. Let them shew the former things that they be, and that we may consider them and know the latter end of them, or declare us things for to come. Shew the things that are to come hereafter, that we may know that you are gods. Yeah, do good or do evil, that we may be dismayed. Behold it together. Behold, you are nothing, and your work are not. An abomination is he that could choose you. I have raised up one from the north, and shall come from the rising of the sun. So he called upon my name. He shall come upon princes and upon mortars, and as the potter treadeth clay, who have declared from the beginning that we may know, and before time that we may say he is righteous. Yea, there is none that shew you. There is none that declare you. Yea, there is none that hears your word. The first shall say to Zion, behold them. I will give to Yeshua one that brings good tidings. For I beheld, there is no man, even among them, and there is no counsel that what I ask of them could answer a word. Behold, they are all vanity, their works are nothing. Their multi-engines are wind and confusion. Yeah, I'll stop right there. I want to talk about the graven images, the idols. When I was talking right there, Yahuwah was saying all these things that he was life. Anything else is nothing. And so I'm trying to share is if you have not come on Shabbat day, you worshiping something is nothing. Something is vanity. Something's not giving you life. And he's going to give you to a reprobated mind. He's going to let you go. He's going to let you have your pleasures until it's be too late. And too late to come back to the house of Yah. He's been dealing with it. And I'm going to start speaking out a lot more since we're on TV land that y'all got to shake off the idols. The graven images, the dead stuff around you that's going to put you in the grave. When we say the pit, where the worm dies not, but you're dead because you're away from Yahuwah. When you're away from Yahuwah, you're dead. When your life ended all that, and the last estate is the hellfire or the pit, you are dead from Yahuwah. You don't exist no more, but your worm dies not, and you're gone. That's it for worship graven images. So if you worship anything and you don't come to the house of Yah, there's phones. There's no excuse now. We got internet service. I'm paying the bill. Sister Sue is faithful for that. She almost a year old. Faithful calling. All 3 services. So there's no excuse. Even Pastor Desiree, he calls, he's from Africa, across the Atlantic Ocean, and close to the Indian Ocean. So there's no excuse. He tries to call in Shabbat, and by that time he calls, it's 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening time. He's about done for Shabbat day. Really, he don't have to come with Shabbat. He's just worshiping Shabbat because the word is here. He want to be with his brothers and sisters. He want to be where the presence of Yahuwah is at. His desires to be in the house of Yah. Our desires, every time the house is open, our desires should be in the house of Yah. I don't care about anything else. If you love Yah so much, you will be pushing to get to the house of Yah. You be pushing to get in the place to worship. You don't. That's because of Shabbat. It shows where he cleanses us. That's what Yah says. To know that he sanctified us. You know, you don't get sanctified in your own house, in front of the TV, on a coffee table, in your bed. You don't get sanctified in the grocery store, the Walmart, or your friend's house on a cookout. You don't get sanctified because I'm going to do it all by myself. And I'm going to call this my Shabbat. He gave us where people get together, where you hear the word for the man of Yah for the hour. This is the man of Yah for the hour. The words coming out of his mouth. And he's going to speak, and the Rock of this is going to give him the truth to come out of his mouth to bless our souls, that we may keep ourselves preserved and unblameable to the day that he comes back. That's why you got to be in the house of Yah on the Shabbat day. He commanded it. Yah commanded the Shabbat day. He commanded that we should be here. When an officer or commander or the chief or the president commands something, that is a direct order. So everybody right here is disobeying a direct order if they're not here on a Shabbat day. I'm going to sit down, and I just wanted to share that. We will be talking more. We'll be talking a lot more about the Deuteronomy chapter 28. We'll be talking more about the curses. Why y'all feeling sick? Why y'all in the hospital all the time? Why y'all taking all these medications? Why you seeing the doctor so much? Why your kids are getting gunned down, shot down in schools? Why you getting accidents on the road? Why your health is deteriorating? Why your family members are dying? Why your family members, you're not talking to family members, there's no closeness? Why you feel the presence of evil always around you? Why is always darkness around you? Because you're disobedient. You're not obeying the law, statutes, commandments, and judgments of Yahuwah. And he sent the death angel on you. And all the death, like you said, the evil Melechis. They're here to shake you up until you call on the name. Yah uses them. And if you don't want to change, oh well, he gives you over to them and there's no coming back. I'm sorry to say that. Until somebody prays and knocks the dust off the devils off you, but there's no power. Nobody ain't got no power no more. There's a very slim picture that somebody can rebuke devils. If they can't, you don't see that much healing from the man of y'all, and people rebuking devils coming out. I don't know how you can get the devils off yourself, but I pass the mic back to the man of y'all. Shalom.
Shalom. Good understanding now. Good understanding, Senor. Where are the dead people at the graveyard? That's where all the grave go, to the graveyard to be buried. You know, and you know, speaking on what the brothers spoke at the last and talking about, you know, once you get to a point where, you know, it's slim pickings, you know, it's hard to get all them devils off. You know, we're gonna get into this lesson. It's in the lesson too. It's because they have legal authority to be on you. You know, y'all can't. You know, y'all has to go through his own laws, statutes, and commandments. Well, I can't just force the devils off of you because they have legal right there.
That's right.
We have legal right, and demons have legal rights.
Right.
So that's why Yahusha say, this ain't my world. I can do some stuff, but I can call a legion of angels and do some stuff, but that's not going to legally rectify the situation. You know, I'm gonna be a little rogue doing that, so let me do it legally. And you know, sometimes you be in court for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 years, you know, to get a verdict. You know, and that's how it is. What this is, you know, but that's in the lesson. But I'll read some Sabbath day scriptures. Leviticus 25:2 reads, "Speak unto the children of Zion, Israel, and say unto them," this is 25:2, "and say unto them, when ye come into the land which I give you," the gift, it's a gift, "then shall the land keep a Sabbath unto Yah." Now, what's interesting about this is that this is when Yah was saying, hey man, I'm about to give you the promised land, I'm about to bless you here. So this is Yah's plan. This was his plan. Like, hey, I'm going to give you the promised land, keep my Sabbath too. And you know, people say the Sabbath is done away with, when this was in Yah's divine plan to give you the Sabbath to fulfill his divine plan. I'm going to bring you here and you're going to keep my Sabbath. That's my gift to you, and that's how it's going to go. So, you know, it touches on, like, people say the Sabbath done away with, you ain't got to keep it. But in Yah's divine plan, you keep the Sabbath. So, you know, anybody who's saying, hey, you ain't got to keep the Sabbath, well, you're not operating in Yah's divine plan. What plan are you operating in? Are you operating in Yah's plan or your plan? So, I just want to bring that out because, you know, anybody who in Yah, well, what thus said Yah? What Yah want, you know? So, but bring another one out, Ezekiel 20:16. Ezekiel 20:16.
I like your Saturday scriptures. I like when I speak Saturday, man.
I bet your brother Ron does, boy. He's a Sabbath day king, boy.
Yeah.
20:16?
Yeah, Ezekiel 20:16, verse 16. Alright, it reads, "Because they despise my judgments and walk not in my statutes, my divine ways, the ways of life, and walk not in my statutes, but polluted my Sabbaths, for their heart went after idols." Interesting. I did not do that on purpose. But that's what the brother Ron was talking about. I didn't do that on purpose. But it went together, you know, the idols, because they worship the graven image.
Right.
And they polluted it with them. You're polluting, and some people need to be shocked sometimes. Yah will shock you sometimes, like he did in Egypt. You know, when the frogs came up, the plagues, and you know, it was shocking. Like, wow, Yah ain't playing. Sometimes, you know, the Sabbath day is like an apple. You know, it's just picked off the tree, shining good, and then polluted apple is an apple that's been in the bottom of the trash can for like the last 2 weeks, got worms in it, bugs in it, and you know, now it's moist, so you got some mold on it, you know, get it nice and polluted. And then you put that apple on one side and the good apple on one side. You say, which one do you want to eat? Well, I want to eat the one that just you picked off, the good one, the delicious one. I don't want to eat that. But that's what you're doing when you don't do the will of Yah. Unbeknownst to you, because you're blind, you're eating death. You know, and you're going to the grave. You're getting ready for the graveyard where all the other graven images go to the graveyard to death. And then, you know, and once you go there, you know, your options is hell or paradise temporarily, and then after that you go to the pit or you go to the kingdom. So I mean, it's people really don't emphasize on when Yah says He's tested by something. When you pollute something, it's disgusting. So just those two Sabbath day scriptures, and that, and go to the lesson. What was next? Sermon. Okay, doing the sermon. Now this lesson is going to be because I was thinking about how the other day, like, what is this big thing about why is it a common thing that women get possessed a lot? Like in the movies, a lot of women get possessed. I mean, but it's for a reason though. It's not to it's just a warning.
Right.
But and then why did Satan go to Eve? In the Exorcist movies, why is it always a woman? In Poltergeist, they were trying to come after the little girl, and a lot of the possession movies, they try to possess the woman. Like, what is this tone about them trying to possess the woman? Like, what is this? Because there's men that get possessed. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, but it seems like the main goal is to possess the woman for some reason. And I'm gonna tell you why. But it started with that. Just a little warning to the women about why demons want to possess women. And then it went into something else last night. I was like, okay, it went into more a legal matter. In depth. So I'm gonna start it off talking about why demons prefer to possess women, and what gives demons legal rights to possess anyone in general. So, and we're gonna talk about the creation of demons, how demons were created, and whatnot. So that'll be in the book of Enoch. But we're gonna start off. Anybody would steal a 1973 rusted Beetle, no engine, no tires, rotted seats. Nobody would go to, oh man, you see that rusted Beetle 1973? I'm about to carjack it. Nobody gonna do that. Okay? But if you say, man, look at that 2017 Benz, Rams, glistening, brand new, 0 miles, man, I'm about to go rob that. This is carjacking. That's the same thing that the demons are metaphorically doing too. They're saying how precious the women are, and what they were created to be was a gift from Yah to the man, which they're supposed to love each other and whatnot. But the women were a gift. Like Yah created man to worship Him and to give glory, and they were created in Yah's image, and the woman was created in the man's image to live bountifully and be a helpmeet, and that was Adam's gift from Yah, a helpmeet. So it was a precious thing. It's not like
Well said, sir.
Yeah, the precious thing is that, man, that's that 2007 Benz right there,
Hey.
And the demons are like, I want one, metaphorically speaking.
I want one.
Yeah, and that wasn't given to them, and we're gonna touch on in a little bit about that and why nobody ever really realized and go into the scriptures. Some people do, but not many in the churches. What would cause angels that are in Shabarim to say, I want that?
Wow.
That's big.
That could preach itself.
So the woman's worth is the gift that Yah gave the man, which is Eve, the woman,
Right.
is a high gift, is a highly sought out gift that would make somebody sitting next to Yah say, bye Yah, I want that. That's big. So we're going to talk about the worth of a woman and go on from there. 1 Corinthians 11:7. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 7. It reads, "For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and glory of Yah." See, and they go with them images again that the brother was talking about. See, you already, in a godly image, just don't pervert it. For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and glory of Yah. So that's Yah. That's what I was saying a few seconds ago. Yah made man. He was like, yeah, oh man, I like this. I like this. I like this. And we're supposed to give reverence and glory to Yah, not just because it's a necessary dictatorship. It's a loving relationship that just has rules, And we go outside the rules, trouble. It's not like Yah is evil. It's more so like, well, I got rules. I love you though, because what he did with Zion, I mean, he adorned him with precious stones, gold, gave him land, took care of him. So it's not evil. Is just like a father with rules. But the woman is the glory of the man. This is Yah's gift to his son, the woman. And it's not supposed to be like, oh, I'm going to mistreat the woman. This is your helpmeet. This is going to be your glory. To have a working relationship in order, but a loving relationship. This, again, the woman is the glory of the man. Okay? Proverbs 12 and 4. Proverbs chapter 12, verse 4. A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband. Now, the other part really not important in this lesson, but she that maketh ashamed is rottenness in his bones. Well, it can go in there. Yeah, it can go in there. Okay, because this is what, see, when a godly woman is with a man, this happens. But when a woman is with a demon, this is what happens. But she that maketh ashamed is rottenness in his bones. Is because the demons want to take, see, the demons are evil, wickedness. So they want wickedness. Like Bonnie and Clyde. That's an evil relationship. Bonnie gets excited when Clyde go kill somebody. Oh, you really killed him, Clyde. Yeah. You want to go make out? That really got me excited. Because just look at Clyde as the demon. It has perverted that woman to do wickedness, and she is fully endowed to do wickedness now. She enjoys it now. And now she is rottenness. She's a rotten apple. You're just a rotten apple. So one side, when the woman is with a man in order, a virtuous woman is a crown to her husband. You don't mess with nobody's head. Remember, a man shouldn't mess up that relationship of that spiritual relationship between him and Yah. And this scripture is saying, but a woman is a crown. So a good woman is such a blessing that he even lets her mess with his crown, and that's the connection to Yah. So, and that's a you don't want to mess up that. So anybody you allow in that area, that's there got to be a special person. So
there you go, man.
Proverbs 31:1.
Come on, man. That was awesome. That crown. Don't get in the crown.
Yeah, you got to be, that's why, a lot of these women, they got to be careful. They always getting their hair done. You might be getting your hair done by somebody who's full of hate, that hates you, and they braiding your hair, they doing your hair. I mean, they're messing with a special place. You got to be very careful about that. And all this comes with understanding the law. Just like the scriptures say, I was lost until I found your law. I was in sin until I found your law. I knew not sin but until I found the law. I mean, Paul's saying like, man, I was tripping until I found out how to walk correctly. And Paul say no. Paul said this. Paul said this. Y'all. Paul say, put evil out the camp too. Yeah. 31:1 reads, the word is no. Is that it? No, 31:10. 31. Make sure. No, yeah, 31:10. I mean, 31:10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. So again, this is that 2017 Benz, new rims, 0 miles, got a lifetime warranty, and and next to it is that 1973 rusted out Beetle with no engine. The carjacker is looking, man, that's what I want. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. Meaning, just like we read in Psalms earlier there, the dead man realized, I value gold and silver when I should have been valuing Yah. I should have been valuing true love. This is saying a righteous woman is far beyond riches. I got a room full of diamonds and gold, and a woman in the other room. Which one has more value?
That's a good one.
Yeah, we talking about good women. We talking about bad women. But the good woman. So imagine somebody have a room full of diamonds, golds, artifacts, everything. And the other room is just one person in there, a righteous woman. And it should be, oh man, close that door, ain't nothing in there. You going to close the door with the rubies and diamonds, ain't nothing in there. Door B, that's where the prize is. And it's just a humble woman in there. That's it. And that's what, but the angels, they seen her glistening, her spirit. Oh man, that's what I want. Forget the rubies and gold. I see what Yah has made.
Right.
And that's what I want. Okay, gonna go to 23. 23 reads, her husband is known in the gates when he sitteth among the elders of the land. Meaning like, man, Bob is blessed. Everybody know Bob blessed. Everybody know. Like, look, Bob. They smile at you because they know how blessed you are. Okay? Yeah. And he's blessed because of the virtuous woman. Verse 26 to 31.
Take care of you, boy.
That's right. She opened her mouth with wisdom. And in her tongue is the law of kindness. She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness. Her children arise up and call her blessed. Barak. Her husband also, and he praiseth her, not saying, oh, I've turned this woman into an idol. Oh man, Rebecca, you just a blessing woman. I give thanks for God for blessing me with you. I'm a blessed man. And I'm sure the tone is reciprocal, that she says the same thing. 29, many daughters have done virtuously. Many daughters, meaning people, just like the scriptures say, what do you mean? Even the wicked give to their children. That's Yahoo's like, wait, Yahusha, I gave. Yeah, nigga. Hitler, he every birthday he bought his child a birthday present. I mean, he was there for the bar mitzvah. He was there for the first. You know what I mean? I'm just shooting out stuff. He was there for the first graduation, for the first bike ride. He was there. He was a good father. But he, metaphorically speaking, wicked. Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou exceedest them all. Meaning, just because, people who think they're doing righteousness have no clue what pure righteousness is. You think, oh man, I go to church Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday morning service, but I don't go on the Shabbat. You don't get it if you would just add, see, the virtuous woman, she go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Saturday, Friday night, and so what? She's in a whole different level, a whole different caliber of purity. But thou excellest them all. Now, and when you excel somebody, I mean, like, That's like what a sloth racing a cheetah. I mean, the cheetah has it's no competition here. The sloth has not even passed go yet. They still, the cheetah already at the finish line. Like this was easy work. 30. Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth Yah, she shall be praised. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates. When the angels read this, they saw the blueprints of what Yah was about to create. What is this? They said, no, I can't believe we ain't got one. They say, what is it? Give her her fruits, her hands, let her own works praise her in the gates. What is this? And when they seen it, they lost their mind. We talk about that a little bit, but Genesis 2:18. 2:18. Chapter 2 and verse 18. Genesis. Okay. It's going to be a detailed lesson. Just to let y'all know. Detailed lesson. 18. And Yah said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a helpmeet for him. So, again, what is the woman? She's a helpmeet to the man. She's a gift from Yah. She is the man's glory. This is Yah get glory from the man get glory from his wife. When everything's in order. This is just how it is, and this is how it's set up. And a virtuous woman is not mistreated. You ain't gonna find that in the scriptures. That's right. She blessed. That's right. She blessed. So and Israel has slaughtered whole nations for disrespecting their women. I mean, whole nations were just slaughtered. I mean, when Israel's sons found out what that heathen guy did to their sister, they say, man, we gotta kill him. And Israel was like, I'm a small nation. They gonna get us. What have y'all done? They went over there. They killed them. They gonna come back and kill us all. That's how Israel was like, man. The father of the 12 tribes. Yeah, but the sons, some of the 12 tribes of Israel, they went out and killed that Gentile Shechem for defiling their sister. Even though it sounded like she was out of order, it didn't sound like no rape or nothing. But they were still strong. Like, man, I don't care if she didn't know better. You knew better. And sometimes it's like statutory rape. A guy who's 46 years old messing with a 10-year-old. She said it was okay. I mean, come on, man. She's a 10-year-old girl, man. That's statutory rape. That's she's still playing with baby dolls and stuff like that. But yeah. So this is work to reinforce and to lay the ground foundation on the woman. Why would angels from Shabarim come down to be with women? I mean, that's crazy. When you really think about it, you're in the heavenly kingdom, and you come down here to be with something Yah made that is beneath you. But how beautiful they thought, but when it was created, I just can't control it. No. Yeah, that's what the angels said. When they were seeing the blueprints of what y'all about to do, boy. And that's the beauty of Yah. When Yah want to create something beautiful, He can. Man and women.
How y'all do it, boy?
All right. Now we're gonna learn about demons. So we learned about the women. Now we're gonna learn about the demons. So we're gonna go to Genesis 6:1-8. 6, 1, 8, and then we can go to the book of Enoch after that. So
6, 1 through 8.
yeah, chapter 6, verse 1 through 8. All right. And I read this before to y'all too, but this goes with the lesson. Chapter 6, verse 1 through 8. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them. And it leaves the man out. Man was multiplied. They ain't saying that, and sons and daughters were multiplied. This is, emphasizing females only, really. We know that men, boys were, sons were born, but for some reason, Yah just chose to emphasize daughters. Verse 2, that the sons of Yah saw the daughters, and the sons of Yah, that is, I'll put this in here for later. The sons of Yah, that goes to Job. We'll go to Job real quick. Job 1, to see who that's talking about. It's showing this ain't no joke. I mean, these are beings that was really in the Shamarim, holding court, chilling in there, eating angel manna and all that. These was them. Job 1 and 6. The sons of man. Who are these beings? Now there was a day when the sons of Yah came to present themselves before Yah, and Satan came also among them. Now, as the scripture clearly reads, no man has laid eyes on Yah. So, obviously, this is not talking about Brother Bob, Brother Tim, Sister Jamie, some earthly eyes people. These are talking about the Melechis that are in heaven.
That's right.
Now there was a day when the sons of Yah came to present themselves before Yah, and Satan came also among them. And Yah said unto Satan, Whence comest thou? Then Satan answered Yah and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. And Yah said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth Yah, and escheweth evil? So, they up in here about to start, Yah is about to start the challenge, and later on about to set the game rules. We'll get to that later on. But I'll just, precepting that, these ain't talking about man in chapter 6 of Genesis. This is literally talking about some angels. The one who got the commandment to kill 185,000 men in war. No man on the planet Earth, who got the time to kill 185,000 people? Just like that. These are angels. Okay, verse 2 in chapter 6, Genesis. That the sons of Yah saw the daughters of man, that they were fair, beautiful, and they took them wives of all which they chose. And Yah said, My spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh. See, that's a get out of jail free card a lot of times. Boy, they stupid. They stupid. Now, you angels, you are not made out of flesh. You are divine, spiritual beings that reside in the kingdom of heaven. You are inexcusable. And we're going to talk about that later in Enoch. They was trying to get Enoch to go to Yah and say, hey, man, tell Yah, I'm sorry, we messed up, But Yah said, no. The humans, they're stupid. They in the flesh, they get stupid. I'm patient with them. But when you know better, you do better. And Yah is not stupid. He's going to be like, you knew better. And just like that's in Hebrews 11. He that sinneth willful, there remaineth no more sacrifice. So Yah is not playing about when you know the truth, you do the truth. You walk it out. If you know the truth, you don't go astray from that and do contrary to that, because Yah going to hold you accountable. You're inexcusable now. The angels were inexcusable. Yet his days shall be 120 years. There were giants. See, in this, so when the angels start having sexual actions with the women, And the women, they ain't talking about the women who raped her. You know, this was some mutual, I agree. Man, you know, the women seen the angel. What is that? You know, all that, and not only that. I mean, angel. I mean, the glory. They, imagine just coming off from out of heaven. You know, you still probably got a residue of the glory of heaven shining on you. They looking at the angels like, wow. You know, being overtaken by that. And verse 4, and there were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of Yah came in unto the daughters of man, and they bore children to them, the same became mighty men which were